Welcome to Season 2 of Relatable Catholic. We're back with new conversations, familiar faces, and the same heart for making the Catholic faith approachable, honest, and lived out in everyday life. Whether you've been here since day one or you're just finding us, we're so glad you're here. Welcome back. Hello and welcome back to Relatable Catholic. It's me, Katie, today, and it is a very exciting day because I have three special guests with me today. I have Abby, Sydney, and Paige, and they're going to explain a little bit about themselves too, but they just got back from a very adventurous adventure, and they're going to share their experience with all of us. So welcome, ladies. Happy to have you.
Thanks for having us, Katie.
Okay. Well, do you just want to go around and each one of you tell us who you are, where you came from, how you got here, things like that? Abby, since you traveled the farthest, why don't you?
I'm Abby, and I work as a school counselor over at Marquette. How I landed at the pod was just kind of, we walked the Camino, which we'll get into that a little bit later. But I'm originally from Nebraska, and I kind of landed in Bellevue because I was getting my Master's of School Counseling in Loris, and loved Marquette, loved Bellevue. Every day is an adventure here.
That's true.
So true. Okay, I'm Sydney. I'm Jinxie's daughter, Dan Jacobs, and Sue Jacobs' daughter. So, grew up in Bellevue. Recently moved back this winter. I was living in Colorado and moved back and then went on this Camino adventure with these ladies. It's good to be here.
Nice. Welcome.
And I'm Paige. My parents are Bill and Paula Lampe. I know that's how connections work.
Yeah, tell us who your grandparents are.
Marietta and Larry Lampe.
Belong to.
And I'm also, I was Katie's co-worker for the last 4 years at Marquette. I taught 5th grade, and I just recently moved to Illinois. Kind of on that adventure right now, but super excited to be here for the pod.
Yes. Yeah, this is so fun. I don't think we've had 4 guests in a very long time.
Oh, wow,
so
exciting.
Very exciting. Yeah. So first off, how's your summer going, everyone? It is summer. Summer is winding down though, and that is a little sad.
I know. A little scary.
Yeah. I know it's different for like teachers because the feeling is definitely different once you start school
Sunday
back
night
up.
feeling.
Yes. End of summer scaries.
Yeah, but I feel like not being a teacher, I've tried to be like, I still have that anxiety that I used to get as a kid. Like, oh my gosh, it's almost August. And I'm like, I don't even do that anymore. Like, nothing is going to change. I'm working full time either way. So it's like, I'm trying to like relax a little bit. Yeah, it's been good. So
Yeah,
I feel a little bit like I got 2 summers this summer just because the Camino felt like its own summer. And then I got back and I was like, oh, wow, I still have
still summer.
I spent all of July, all of August. So it honestly has felt long in like the best way. I feel like normally summer is like
flies
split
by.
second and it's over. But it's felt long and beautiful and good.
That's awesome.
Love that. I've loved summer. This is the first summer since I was 14 that I haven't had a summer job.
That's good.
I was like a little worried about it because I was like, am I going to get bored? Am I just going to like lay in my bed all day? But that has not been the case.
You're
I'm
never going back.
I'm like, holy smokes. I'm going to paint my stairs. Like we did the Camino. I've gotten to visit a lot of friends and family. So I feel like well rested in like the best way. Like summer, like you said, Paige, has been just beautiful.
That's awesome. And that is what summer is all about. Like, just like restoration. So,
What about you,
Your
Katie?
summer?
Oh, yeah, it's fine. It's, I didn't go on any adventures. My biggest adventure was like trying to get this house back in order. But
hey, that's
a
valid.
project,
That's
though.
good one.
yeah,
Yep.
so
And it looks beautiful.
It does.
Yeah.
Your house is so beautiful.
thank you. Yeah. So that's about it. Yeah. And gardening, just trying to figure out how to tame my jungle in the backyard.
Yes.
So
What are you all like growing?
Tomatoes, cucumbers, basil, and flowers. And
nice.
yes, the cucumbers are
Their own beast.
problem.
Yeah.
a beast. Yeah. So,
I believe it.
yeah. So, all right. Well, you've mentioned multiple times. That's why you're here to talk about the Camino Trail. So, do you want to first start off with what is the Camino Trail? Where is it for us geologically?
Yeah.
Not geologically.
Geographically.
I can't even say it. Geographically.
same
Yeah,
word.
word challenge,
Yeah.
everything.
Same thing.
Phonetically challenged. Don't tell anybody. I'm a teacher. For us geographically challenged people, where can we find the Camino Trail?
Yeah, so there are actually 7 major Camino routes. So the Camino is a pilgrimage, I guess is the word
Okay.
I would use. I feel like defining the Camino, like you could define it a million different ways. I think it depends on why you're there, but I think pilgrimage is a good word to start. And yeah, there are 7 major routes. We chose to do the probably second most popular route, which is the Portuguese route.
Okay.
So we started in Porto, Portugal, and then we hiked up and we crossed the border from Portugal to Spain.
Okay.
And then we ended in Santiago de Compostela. And we took the coastal route.
Ooh, I was taking that.
That word is basically why we chose this route. We're somewhere in the middle of Iowa.
We need a
Want to be by the coast.
Like, we need the waves, we need the
Yeah.
sunshine, we
But
need the
there-
beaches.
Yeah, exactly. But there's the most popular one is the Francis route, which is like up on the northern coast of France. So that one takes like at least 30 days to hike.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
If you do the
At
whole
least.
thing. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And ours was like 2 weeks.
Got it. So it's like a trail.
Yeah.
Like that you just like
Yeah.
keep walking on.
Yeah.
huh?
Yep. And every trail's like kind of different, like the vibe of it. So since ours was on the coast, like the first half of ours, we were literally walking right next to the ocean, which was great.
Yeah.
And then towards the end, you kind of cut inland into Spain. And so you're not by the ocean as much anymore. But so yeah, whatever trail you take, it kind of feels very like normal hiking for parts of it where you're kind of climbing through hills and whatever. And then there's parts where you walk through cities as well. So it's kind of a mix of different trail-like, things. But yeah, kind of changes depending on what trail you take. So
Yeah, and it's kind of cool, like all of the trails originated with the same purpose. So all of them end in Santiago de Compostela, and that's where the body of St. James is buried. So how it kind of started was it's a pilgrimage where people would just like leave their homes and follow these routes to like go see like St. James. So that's kind of why we did it. Like it's a pilgrimage like to go to Santiago de Compostela. But over the years it's kind of developed and people have many different reasons for doing the Camino.
yeah.
Got it. So every trail leads to that.
Yeah.
So
like
that's kind of your
one.
objective, no
Got
matter
it.
what trail you take,
Okay.
is
Yeah,
to
you end in
at
Santiago.
St. James's Cathedral.
And I'm going in blind, everybody. So I know the only thing I know about this is my Aunt Kathy asked me if I wanted to do it, and I was like, I don't know. Like, if I go to like a different country, I don't know that I want to walk the whole time. I want to hike the whole time.
That's so bad.
So that is the extent of my knowledge, and that you guys were going.
And since it's like St. James the Apostle is kind of the objective of it, it is like very Catholic in nature in terms of like its historical roots. So I feel like that's why it's kind of big in like Catholic culture and different like Christian sectors. But you don't have to be Catholic to do it. There's a lot of people that just do it for the adventure or are not Christian, but just want
like,
time to like reflect and kind of have that spiritual aspect.
Right. Yeah.
So definitely like very open to different, ways of life but yeah, it still has that unifying like spirituality to it. Yeah.
That's awesome. So whose idea was it? And this is a podcast, everyone. Very quickly pointed at Paige, the adventurous one.
I had a friend in college who I ran into like a year out of college, and she said she had just walked the Camino. She walked the Francis route, so the biggest popular one. And I had this immediate twinge of jealousy, which told me, okay, that's just something I value and like would really enjoy and want to do. So kind of every summer since I met up with her, I've been like putting out feelers to people. Like, does anybody want to go on this? It's not an easy sell. You have to be able to get off work for multiple weeks and you have to be willing to hike. And we also backpack. So like, you have to carry everything you're going to use for those 2 weeks on your back while you're hiking, stay in hostels and stuff like that. So it takes some pretty crazy people to say yes. And I finally found two of them. And it was Abby and Sydney. So yeah, and Abby and Sydney had kind of known each other before this trip.
Yeah, that's a whole other story.
Yeah. We like kind of knew each other
For like many different like random connections.
Yeah. And then this experience really forced us. Like, we spent 2 weeks backpacking with someone really close. So,
like our friendship went from like 0 to 100 real quick.
But yeah, so that's kind of what inspired me, was just hearing a story of somebody else who did it. And I knew there were spiritual roots in the trip, which I thought was, I don't know, just cool. Like, how often is there a vacation or a trip you can take that like has a spiritual purpose? I don't know. I just think that was really intriguing to me as well. So I would never have thought of doing it alone before I did it. It's actually super safe. Like, we met 20-year-old women doing it by themselves and never felt unsafe. Like, they never felt unsafe the whole time. But I personally wouldn't want to do it myself, so I couldn't have done it without Abby and Sid hopping on board, for sure.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Oh, same. The thought of doing that
I
on
could
my own
never.
would be daunting. So I'm really glad that great travel buddies like you guys to figure everything out as we went. But yeah, like Paige said, like we met so many cool like solo like women hikers there, which was just like inspiring. Like honestly, we met so many different people from different like walks of life that kind of like challenged like my belief in like just the capability of the human body. Like we saw people that were like well into their 70s like doing the Camino, and they started like farther back than we had, and they were like hiking and like
and I think the oldest guy we saw or like kind of met on the trail was in his 80s.
Oh my.
And he was so cute. He was wearing like little suspenders and had a walking stick on. But we were, you know, you just see all these people. And
is it hilly or is it mostly flat?
Definitely depends what trail you take. I think ours...
the coastal trail.
The coastal trail, obviously when you're by the beach, it's pretty flat. Like there's not hills right on the beach.
Yeah.
But then I feel like as we cut more like inland, and then especially when we got into Spain, it was definitely pretty hilly towards the end. So, but I mean, we saw so many people of like different abilities, different ages. It's a very like accommodating experience. You can, you know, stay in the bare bones hostels, or you can stay in hotels. You can ship your luggage to your next stay if you want. Wow. So yeah, it's very accommodating to any type of person wanting to do it. Yeah, it's very well traveled. It's like, I think Sydney had heard it was even just this year, there were like 20% more pilgrims than in previous years.
I feel like it's like I hadn't heard about it ever, and now I just hear about it everywhere. You know, which is amazing,
right? Yeah. And when you get to Santiago, there's like the pilgrim's office. So anyone doing the trail is called like a pilgrim. And when you get to the office to go and get your certificate and whatever, they have this screen on the wall saying how many people have arrived there today. And we got there probably around like noon, 1 o'clock that day. And there had already been thousands of people that had arrived there before us.
Wow.
And like
It
they still had half the day left. So it's like just imagining how many people total, if it's thousands every day arriving there, is insane to me. But so
that's
cool.
Amazing.
Yeah.
So what's the actual like mileage per day? Did you walk? And
it depends on the day. We walked anywhere from like 8 miles to we accidentally walked 19 miles.
Oh, just accidentally. We got talking.
No, it was actually
problem.
we were going to take a rest day the next day, and it was in a bigger city. So we had booked an apartment, and like there's this app that we used to like tell us if we were on trail and to help us book accommodation. And on the app, it said it was like 17 miles to this next city. And we were like, okay, this is our biggest day. We got it. The apartment ended up being farther into the city than we had planned. And so those last 2 miles, we were kind of crawling, but we made it.
Oh my. So how long did it, like how long were you walking most days?
Yeah, that's a good question. I'd say between like 4 and 6 hours, probably.
Oh, I just assumed
Yeah.
you were up at 6 and walking till midnight.
It's funny you say that. That's kind of what we had like thought of going into it too. Like we were like, oh yeah, we'll be up at like 5 or 6 and like just be busting it to get to our next place. We actually kind of took it like easy a lot of mornings. Like we'd go to a cafe and get like a little croissant and coffee. Exactly, croissant.
That sounds lovely.
And I mean, your day can take longer if you're like stopping a lot, taking breaks, which some days we did.
Yeah.
And so it takes like majority of your day, but your actual time spent walking is like 6 hours.
Got
or
it.
whatever.
Yeah, because
so,
you can. that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like stop
And like,
places long.
I think it depends on how you go into it. Like we
True.
budgeted a rest day.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like we had kind of talked. We met like every week for like months, like just planning.
Part of the fun.
We kind of talked about how this trip for us wasn't meant to be like, how physically demanding can we make a trip for 2 weeks? You know, we wanted to enjoy it, and so we budgeted for that with our time. But I mean, there were people who were walking 20 plus miles every day and like made it in 11 days or something like that. Which was interesting. There's kind of a cultural thing on the trail. Like there's people who are like really pushing it, and there's people who are, you know, taking their time. And so sometimes it would feel weird. Like when people would say, oh, you know, we're doing our third 20-mile day in a row, we'd be like, should we be doing that? But we actually,
Comparison is the thief of joy.
So true.
That's
And
really
we were
what we
like,
had to learn.
yeah, we were like, wait, why are we like comparing ourselves to these people that we just met when like we know how we want to do our trip, but like I feel like it's just kind of natural to like
Yeah. But the Camino sent us a little angel that reminded us of that. We were in, where were we? Esposende or no? I forget what little town we were in, but
Somewhere.
Was it the lady whenever we went to Spain?
Oh,
yeah, it was when we crossed over.
Yeah.
But we were walking along the trail, and we were stopping in our last stop in Portugal, and then we would need to take a boat to get over to Spain. And we're walking along the trail, and this car just whips up next to us. This was like the only time I felt scared on the Camino. I was like, we were like, oh my gosh. And it's this little like middle-aged woman, and she's like, do you need to take the boat tomorrow? And we all looked at each other, we're like, yes. She's like, it's my boat. And she gave us a business card. She was like, I own it. She was
She was so cute. And she was like, wait, where are you staying? And we were like, oh, we're staying at this hostel. And she's like, tomorrow, 8 a.m., I'm going to have a driver. You be there by 8 a.m. and we will drive you there.
She was so sweet. But she said to us the next morning when we were boarding the boat, she said something like, if you need to take a rest, take a rest. If you need to take an Uber, take an Uber. And then she said, the Camino is for enjoying, not for paying your sins.
Oh, that gives me goosebumps.
Literally,
I know.
Yeah.
We all just like froze in time and looked at each other and were like, that was exactly what we needed to hear. Yeah, it was so beautiful. And there's a saying on the Camino that the Camino provides, like whatever you need, you know, you run out of stuff or you just
need
run
help
into
getting
problems.
somewhere.
And somebody on the trail always has a solution or says what you need to hear. It's really, really special to just like,
That's so cool.
Yeah.
you just go to it, you learn to expect it. while you're
Yeah,
at
we
it.
had so many examples of just like either the Camino providing for us or just situations where it's like, how did that happen? Like, how did we know that person?
Just
we were feeling kind of rough at that point too.
Yeah.
So
You could
the
tell.
Camino really provided.
Yeah. So there's like so many examples of just like, how did we know that person? Or like, what are the odds that that person showed up at that time and, you know, everything worked out? And I feel like there's a big example at the end of our Camino, like our ending experience where we were like, wow, how did we know all these people and end up at the same place at the same time? I don't know if we want to jump into that yet.
Oh yeah,
but
Go
let's
for
do
it.
it.
Yeah.
all these, so yeah, you meet so many people along the way and they're all amazing. They're all from all over the place and you just learn so much. But towards the end of our journey, we met these two separate groups of people from America. The one family, Bart, was the dad of the family. And it was
Cheers
his
to
wife,
Bart.
his sister, and his son, and they were walking the Camino, and they had done it before. But his son, Adam, was a Catholic priest, and we just ran into them one day on the trail and had lunch, and we ended up, like, running into them a bunch of times, and then... 4 times. We would go to dinner at a random place and they'd just like be there. And we'd be like, wait, what? You know?
And Bart always bought us wine.
What a guy.
What was his job?
He was like a neurologist.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so we didn't feel
So
bad
wine
letting
must
him
be
know.
helping
We were
your
like,
brain,
okay,
I
Bart,
think.
take care of us.
Exactly. So there's kind of that family. And then our last night staying at a hostel before we walked to Santiago, we met a separate group of people from America. They were from all over, but they were like all brothers and their wives were there. And it was like Tim, Todd, and Timmy or something. I don't know. They all had the same name. Tony. Exactly. So those are kind of the two groups that led into our last day a lot. And I guess this is hard to explain well, but
You're doing great.
Yeah, you got it, Sid.
so when you get to Santiago and you end your pilgrimage there, you can go to mass at the cathedral and they have all these different mass times. And so we were just kind of talking about when we want to go and things like that. And I'm probably saying this word wrong, but there's a big Botafumero that everyone wants to see at the cathedral. It's essentially this big incense burner.
Oh.
Like imagine the small
Giant.
ones at church, like
Yeah.
It's
times
like
100.
180 pounds.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
And
just
like
swings there.
everyone wants to see it because they like swing it throughout the whole cathedral.
I feel like I've seen a video of that.
Yeah, it's insane. But you aren't guaranteed to see it because in order to see it, someone has to request it for that mass time and pay like $700 US for it. It would be like 500 euros. And so anyway, we were just talking about, wow, we hope we get to see that. But you know, like we might not, whatever. We didn't even know about it until like the last couple days.
That was
Exactly.
We did not budget for the Botafumero.
We didn't really even know about it until the last couple days of walking.
Yeah.
I think someone had mentioned it.
The Kansas people told us about it.
the
Yeah,
Kansas
because they
Bart
really
was
wanted to
from
see
Kansas.
it too.
Oh, okay.
So our
Oh,
Kansas people
got
told
it.
us about this thing. We were like, well, we hope we see it, but what are the odds, you know? And so we finish our pilgrimage, we get to Santiago, and we're just like walking around the city that night after dinner, eating gelato, and like we always did. And then, so we like walked back up to the cathedral that night just to like see it in a different lighting before we go to bed. And we were like, okay, we think we'll probably go to mass tomorrow at noon or whatever. And we were like, cool. So we're up by the cathedral and, you know, looking at it, and all of a sudden our friends, the people that were all brothers, Tim, Todd, and all them, they were there too. And we were like, oh, hey, whatever. We get pictures together and say hi and all this stuff. And the gal in their group that had like organized this for all of them, her name was Sue. She was so organized. Whatever.
She booked everything for them.
page spreadsheet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tim, Todd, Timmy,
Their
Tony,
family-
they did not have to think.
No, they were just there.
Took
They were
care of them.
And so we're talking with Sue, and we were saying how we want to see this Botafumero thing, and we're planning to go to mass tomorrow and all this stuff. And she was like, well, it's going to be swinging at the noon mass because I paid for it. And we were like, we were going to go to the noon mass. And we were like, this is so great. great. We were all freaking out. So we were like, awesome. Like, we'll go to the noon mass. We'll be there, all this stuff, and we'll see you there. And she was like, awesome. Like, we'll try to save you a spot where we're sitting, all this stuff. So we were like, oh my gosh, what are the odds?
Yeah.
So then we, our Kansas friend group, Bart and his family, they had kind of done a little variant of the trail. And so we weren't sure that they were going to be there at the same time as us and whatever. But we knew they had wanted to see the Botafumero. So we texted them late that night and we were like, hey, just so you know, it's going to go off at the noon mass tomorrow. And they were like, I think they texted us the following morning and they were like, that's perfect. We're going to be getting to Santiago just in time. So we go to the noon mass. We like had just gotten in time. The church is full. And Bart and his family had actually like gave up some spots and like helped us find spots to sit because it was packed.
Yeah.
They were so sweet.
Their son, like I said, is a Catholic priest. And he had gotten papers from his diocese to allow him to participate in that mass.
Oh.
And so we got to see him like be up on the altar and like participate in everything. And it was just so cool having both of those groups of people there, and like it just feels very full circle.
Yeah.
And it's like, what are the odds we're all here at the same time at this same mass? We all made it here in time. And that this priest that we traveled with gets to like participate in the mass. And then not only that, he said he had no control over like what part of the church he was assigned to when the time communion came. And he happened to get assigned to our spot to hand out the Eucharist. So we got to receive the Eucharist from this priest as well, Adam.
Yeah.
And it was just so cool.
That's just amazing.
Then they do the Botafumero at the end of Mass. And
that thing was flinging.
It's terrifying.
they literally come around and they're like, don't step in the aisle or you will get hurt.
Somebody makes eye contact with everybody sitting in the aisle and he
goes,
says, do not move. And he puts his hand like this across his neck. Do not move.
Yeah.
Because if you got hit by that thing flying, I seriously think you could die.
Oh, 100%.
It goes like 40 miles an hour.
Yeah,
doesn't
it's
it,
not
through
like
the aisle?
it's like not like a graceful swing. It's like they like fling it up,
Yeah.
and then it flings up on the other
And
side.
they need like 8 men or something to handle it.
Yeah.
Gosh.
So anyway, that was kind of a jumbled story, but
No, it
the
was
moral
beautiful.
of the story was
I had goosebumps the whole time.
it's just like we had so many like even smaller examples of that throughout our trip of like, wow, what are the odds we run into this person
Yeah.
again?
Yeah.
Or that they did
Yeah.
this for us and somehow it worked out. You know? So it's
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
just
it felt
great.
like a community for sure.
Yeah.
Like you kind of like, because you start at the same time as a lot of people, you kind of like crisscross the trail with people, or like someone you meet at a hostel you'll walk with 2 miles the next day, or like meet up with 5 days later for lunch, and that'll just kind of happen. And that was just kind of cool. Like, I don't know, kind of like in that story, how we knew those people that were so involved with like making this really cool thing happen for our Camino experience. But then also like you'd talk to some people along the trail and they'd know the same people that you know too. Like there was this one girl from like the Netherlands, Lauka, and she walked with us. We kind of collected a group of girls one day, and it was kind of like a girl gang walk. It felt so powerful. It was so cool. But the next day she sent us a picture of this like group of middle-aged people from Oregon. That was kind of our type that we attracted. Middle-aged people from Kansas, middle-aged people. They took care of us. Yeah. But she was having lunch with this group of people from Oregon, and she's like, these people, like, they won't stop talking about the girls from Iowa. And she's like, I knew exactly who they were talking about. And there were some other times we would talk with some people about like people we met, and they'd be like, oh yeah, like those people are awesome. Like I saw them here. And so it was kind of cool because you're doing this walk, like, you know, most people start out alone, but then it kind of becomes like a community along the way.
Yeah.
So that was
So
just really cool.
you all end up like kind of knowing each other. Like you would just see
Yeah.
random people on the trail and you're like, oh yeah, they were at that hostel 2 days ago or whatever. So it's like, it is a very community feel.
Yeah, it's like your Camino cohort.
Like, like we all started around the same time, so we keep running into each other.
Yeah. And you're kind of like cheering people on as you go too.
Yeah.
So, it's just kind of cool.
Yeah. That's amazing. And it you can totally relate it to life too, where it's like,
Yes.
you know, not even on a trail, but anywhere, it's like if there are always people, God always places the right people in your life on your path somewhere to help you get where you need to be. And that's so cool.
It's, I think you go for it.
Well, I don't know if I was going to say what you guys were going to say, but I think when I think about the Camino providing for you on the trail, I don't know if it's some like magical thing that just happens on the trail. I think it's more of like a deep culture on the trail where like you are expecting people to care for you. You have to accept help. Like you just need it at certain points on the trail. And then I found myself like looking for somebody I could help or that needed help because like somebody had just lent me something yesterday. So then like we meet this guy, John from New Zealand at a hostel and his feet look like they went through a meat grinder. And you're like, I haven't used any of my blister Band-Aids. Like just take this, you know, or like we came across a young man who had a bloody nose, like a terrible bloody nose, and Abby happened to have a tampon now. She's the
I hope it served him well.
Because he was like, do you have any tissues? And we were like, no, but we have something better.
I'm familiar with Amanda Bynes.
But yeah, it was just kind of this perfect meeting ground where like everybody's equally vulnerable and doing something crazy. And so it's like you just have to help people and you have to let yourself be helped. And
So true.
it's such a good way to go through something. Like just knowing that you can just depend on strangers. Like you just assume everybody's kind and helpful.
Right.
Yeah. And it is very like all these lessons and truths that you learn or like different cultural things are so applicable where you can bring them back to real life and try to do that more. And not to keep bringing up Bart from Kansas. Shout out to
Bart sounds awesome. Can we send him this
Everyone needs a
I
Bart.
have so many new middle-aged Midwesterner listeners.
Shout out Bart.
He described the one day, he was like, the Camino is like a microcosm of life. And so kind of applicable to those lessons of like how we can apply those truths that you learn and different ways of living and like take them back to life. I feel like we all learned a lot in that way, and just comparing like as you journey along, you're meeting all these people and like they have a big impact on you, and then you might not see them again or you unexpectedly run into them again. And like that's such a cool way to look at life too, and just like your different phases of life. And like, you know, these people are having such an impact on me in this part of my life, but maybe they're not in the next part. And I think we were all kind of going through life transitions going into this Camino. And so it was really cool for us to kind of like view it that way and help us kind of view our transitions in life back home in a different lighting as well, if that makes sense. So just the different people you meet and like different phases of the trail, how they compare to different phases of your life and what you can learn from that and things like that. So
because just like in like everyday life, like there were some times where like your walk was shorter, like your day felt short, it was very sweet. There were days that felt really, really long and like tiring, or like time where you were with this one group of people and it was really joyful and fun, or like time that was more like solitary. And like I don't know, it felt like very emotional kind of throughout, because like kind of like what Sid said and like what Bart said, like it's kind of like life but like sped up. And then like even going to Santiago, like getting to that final like stage of your life when you're like, I've done it, here we are, and here's all of the people that like that helped me along the way.
That does bring tears to my eye. That's beautiful.
Yes.
Oh,
Getting there was incredible. For me, setting out on this entire trip, my whole goal was the journey. Like I really didn't know anything about the Cathedral of St. James.
No, me neither.
I just that's where we ended.
that was our goal.
And I didn't feel like emotionally connected so much to that at the start of the trip. And I'm the kind of person where if I know something is supposed to feel emotional and cool, it's not going to happen for me. Like, I'm going to be disappointed because
Yeah.
So when we were getting close to Santiago, I had kind of prepared myself to just look at it and be like, yep, there's a big church, you know?
Yeah.
But when we got there, I was overcome. Like, it, I mean, it's so beautiful.
It's,
You can look up pictures. It's incredibly beautiful. But also, I think it's just like the accumulation of everything you've just endured and experienced and enjoyed. And you see other people arriving. And like, I just started like laughing, crying, dancing. Like, you're just like, I didn't even know this is where that I really wanted to be here, end up here. And now I understand. It was like something I couldn't intellectualize. I was just like, this is important and beautiful. Yeah. And I don't need to necessarily understand why.
Right.
Yeah. I don't know how you guys felt when we arrived.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like you're walking through the city and you can kind of see the spires of the cathedral way before you get to it. So it's this big anticipation that day of like, oh, we can kind of see it now. We're almost there, whatever. And so you're like walking through these little streets in the city, and then all of a sudden you walk around this like little itty bitty corner and you're just walking up to it. And yeah, I guess like you've seen pictures of the cathedral before you go, but it's like nothing prepares you for when you're standing there and it's ginormous and like so intricate. Like, I just had goosebumps and I was like speechless. Like, I felt like I was just like, oh my gosh. Like, I don't even know how to put words to it. It's insane. Like,
yeah. And I think the power of like, people have walked here for thousands of years.
Yes. Yeah.
Just thinking of all the people who have arrived there. Yeah. Like, if there are thousands of people arriving today, it's like 1,000 years ago, there were people on a much different pilgrimage. They didn't have hostels and restaurants.
They didn't have a croissant in the morning.
So sad for them. But yeah, just the power collectively of like that spiritual energy, I think was really emotional for me.
Yeah, it like makes you feel like really small, but in a good way. Like the whole walk, but then like arriving there and like the cathedral and like all of the people there, it's like I'm so little and like the world and like God and all the people are so big, but like not in like a scary way, like in a way where it's like I'm so little and like you've got me. And I think like for me that's something I hadn't like felt in a long time, but like arriving there I was like, okay, like I'm little and you're big and you're taking care of me. Yeah. And then it was just special like arriving there with like you two too. Like we had walked so many miles and had so many adventures along the way, and it was just so fun to like celebrate all of those memories with you.
Yeah. It's such like I just keep picturing like that beautiful metaphor of like I always tell the kids at school and like even myself, like we are on a path, like and our path is to heaven. And it's not an easy path. No. You know, we're going to make mistakes. Like there's going to be suffering.
Yeah.
But like when you get there, like there will be joy, there will be dancing, there will be laughing and crying. And like, oh, it's such a beautiful metaphor of
chills
of like this life and where we want to be. So
that's so true.
Yeah. And the challenges, kind of the microcosm of life again. But yeah, those different challenges that you run into, like, you know, there's some days where you're like, this is so hard.
Am
like
I ever going to see that cathedral?
Is this
I might not make it. Am I going to make it? Oh, that's beautiful.
It is. Yeah, so great. Yeah.
Yeah, another big symbol on the Camino. There's lots of symbolism. So seashells are a really big symbol of the Camino, which I think is kind of cool because like the lines of the seashell all meet in the same place. I don't know if you know. So it's like all the different routes, like all roads lead to Santiago, all roads lead to heaven kind of thing. And then
you just taught us something new.
Should have told them on the path.
Jeez, that must have been in my head.
I'm never going to look at the seashell the same way.
But another big symbol is the yellow arrow. So luckily in our digital age, we had an app that like made sure we were on the trail because you can get lost. But the whole trail is marked with yellow arrows at each junction. So it's almost like a little scavenger hunt. Like you get to a junction and we'd be like looking around, you know.
There's that
and then
arrow.
we'd find a little yellow arrow and then we'd feel confident going that way. And I think that's one of the number one things I keep thinking about after the Camino is looking for that yellow arrow in life. Like, especially in the life transition I'm in, moving, like,
Yeah.
there's a lot of times where I don't see a yellow arrow quite yet, but I trust, like, God has a little pointer for me somewhere up ahead. Like, when I round the corner, I'm going to understand where I'm supposed to go next.
Yeah.
And it's just blind trust. Like, we were like, I hope whoever painted this yellow arrow knew what they were doing.
We were anywhere, and we were trying to.
I hope there weren't any pranksters.
It could be pointing in the ocean. And we'd be like, yep. We'd be like, okay,
Guess we're swimming.
But they never let us astray. I don't think we ever followed one and then we're off the path, you know? So, yeah, I just love that symbolism in life, thinking about, like, where's the yellow arrow? Like, where's God pointing me or nudging me towards? And then just following
Trusting.
that path until you see another one, even if you don't necessarily agree with like, you can't see the whole map, you know? So you just trust each one.
Yeah. Yeah. Which is, yes, like you can't see the whole
Right.
picture. You just have to,
Yeah.
That's true.
yeah. That's beautiful.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
So wise.
Yes, wise.
One other thing. Sorry, I'm like just so, I'm
Go
still
for it.
processing this trip. Like,
Yeah.
it was interesting. We met a woman who had walked the Camino Francis 2 years earlier, I think. And she had brought her dad on the Camino Portuguese, and they were walking it
so
together.
Lauren and Gray.
Yes,
They were so cute.
And she said this whole Camino, she's finally starting to, like, understand her Francis Camino. Like, I think it takes some time to unfold.
Yeah.
It's just kind of like humming underneath my life now. Like, I don't know. It's not something where you just come home and you're like, great trip.
Yeah.
It's like, whoa, my life is different. And I think one thing that's been different for me has been the Eucharist, just spiritually. Like, I've been thinking a lot about the phrase, this is my body, and just how I feel like all the different people we met, all the walks of life, like, I felt like the whole time I was just staring at the Eucharist. Like, it's just, like, such beautiful diversity and, like, people of different, like, even faith backgrounds or, you know, demographics. And just seeing them all walking their way, I just felt like I was, like, literally staring at the Eucharist. Like, this is, you know, you are the hands and feet of Christ. And so every time I see the Eucharist held up, I just, like, see little flashes of, like,
The people.
yeah, like
wow.
Lauka
That's so
and Benka
beautiful.
and Urilla and Aoife. I don't know.
Aoife,
Just,
so many people.
it's
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
like, yeah, you just feel like you've seen so many different, like, pieces of God's heart. And
So cool.
yeah, I don't even know what else to say about it. It's just like I feel like the more people you meet, the more you love the world. At least on the
Yeah.
Camino.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, I feel like the world can be a scary place, but, like, the Camino, at least it kind of, like, reinforced, like, my belief that, like, people are, like, good, you know? Like, there was just so much goodness in, like, everyone we met in, like, so many different ways. And just, like, I don't know, like, how important that, like, community is.
Yeah.
And it gave me a lot of, like, gratitude for, like, the people I have in my life already. Like,
Yeah.
every day we'd kind of, like, try to find a church or, like, say our own, like, prayer while walking. And every day I just felt so, like, overwhelmed with gratitude for, like, my family and friends and, like, all of the people that have, like, provided, like, little and big gifts to me to get me to where I am in, like, my life today. Like, you know, the Camino provides, but, like, in our lives, we're given to so much too. And I just felt, like, so overwhelmed with, like, that gratitude just, like, every day. And that's something that's kind of, like, I've taken that back to, not that I wasn't grateful before.
But it's different.
Yeah, it's like
Yes.
more like the
Yeah.
forefront of my mind is just like noticing the little ways that like people love me and like paying attention to like the little ways like I can show love to like the people in my life too.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, I would agree. It definitely, like, while you're on the Camino, it definitely gives you time to, like, you know, reflect and process a lot on what's already happened in your life, but it does give you a lot of takeaways to, like, bring back to. And I agree with Paige. Like, I don't think I'll ever truly, like, be done processing that experience. Like, it's a continual pilgrimage, you know, like your life is a pilgrimage too. And so it kind of just taking those reflections and continuing it into your day-to-day life back home too.
Yeah.
So I agree.
Yeah. If anybody listening feels like they want to try this craziness out, we would have a ton of recommendations. We loved, I would say, I don't know if you guys agree, we loved the Portuguese route. The
For
coast.
sure.
Yes.
The coastal one was
And
beautiful.
if you choose to do the Portuguese route, we do have a spreadsheet that we came up with beforehand with all
Not
of the
180 pages.
not
though.
180 pages. It's probably
not as organized either.
But if you need any recs for places to stay, things
Yeah.
to do, any of the weird like little logistical things, we got some links for you.
Right.
There's so
That's
many ways to
amazing.
do it. Like a lot of the people we met were staying at hotels every night and like quitting walking whenever their body told them they needed to quit walking. Like there are so many ways to accommodate going that are, you know, more comfortable depending on like what you're capable of. And there's also a movie, there are like documentaries. There's a movie called The Way. What's that streaming on?
Was it HBO?
I think either that or like Amazon Prime.
Yeah, I think
you
it
could
was
probably rent it
Amazon.
on there too.
Yeah, it's got Martin Sheen
Yep.
Okay.
in it. But yeah, it's a
good.
really great movie that can kind of show you like a bit of what it would be like. It follows the Camino Francis.
Yeah.
But they do show the
Badafumeros.
Badafumeros.
They
swinging.
do.
So
if you're interested in what the Badafumeiro looks like
You
or
can
what
watch
that
it on
experience
Peacock.
is like,
Oh,
perfect. Peacock, everyone.
And Prime Video and a couple other places. But
yes, The Way.
And also other people in our community. Lila Rickens just did the Portuguese route as well in May with some friends. And then I know Kathy Davis is doing it in
my aunt,
October as
she
well.
was the one who
We're kind of like we're kind of starting a trend.
Yeah.
So
She'll have a
just
good
do a Bellevue
time,
group.
and I'm sure she'll want to go again.
Yeah.
Next summer.
Next
Kathy.
summer.
Yeah,
And
that's beautiful.
I had a very minor knee injury prior to this trip, and it all worked out. So, you know, don't let that hold you back if you got a little joint issue or whatever. But and again, the Camino Provides. I didn't bring walking sticks, but a lady stopped me on the trail and was like, please take these. I must have looked like I was struggling. She was like, please take these. I haven't used them. So I ended up with some.
It was really emotional when we got to Santiago. There was a place to put your hiking sticks because, like, you can't fly home with them.
Right.
And when Sid
and there's
said goodbye to them, it was honestly a moment.
It really was.
there was like a little statue of Jesus, and then there was like this big bowl under it, and everyone was just setting their walking sticks there. So I was like, okay, I guess I don't need these anymore. I made it.
Time to tell them goodbye. Yeah. We also met a woman with like a double knee replacement. Like she had her knees replaced like 2 years ago, I think, who was walking the Camino. So really and truly, like if you are scared of physical limitations, like the Camino is so accessible for like all ages, all like abilities. Like it's just such a special experience. If you want to walk for a really long time somewhere else, definitely recommend.
In a different country.
If you want some good croissants for breakfast.
Honestly.
And you don't have to do like the whole trail of whatever one you pick. They say like technically, if you want your certificate at the end, you only have to do the last
100
kilometers. Yeah. So you can a lot of people will just start at that point and do that so they can get their certificate. But I mean, even if you don't care about the certificate, like you still did it, even if you did less than that amount. So it's really, you know, you can do whatever amount you want. Yeah.
You three have been talking about how much people have like that impacted you on the way, and I can only imagine all of the people that you three impacted
That's
on
so
the way.
sweet.
No, I'm serious, because like just knowing all three of you, like your joy and your kindness and your just like beautiful spirits, like I know that like so many people, like that couple's like, oh, the Iowa girls, we know them, like they're going home and talking about you three the same way that you were talking about all of the helpers
so
along
kind
the
of
way.
you.
That is really sweet.
You,
Gonna make
I'm
me
sure,
cry.
changed lives as well. So
Yeah. I mean, people definitely heard us. We were loud.
Which is so funny. We're like,
turn up Abby's mic twice.
I know, like anyone who knows me, like not a loud person. None of us are especially loud, but really any room we went into, it was like stereotypical Americans. Like they were like, oh my gosh.
People would come up to us and they'd be like, "Oh, where are you from?" And we'd be like, "Yeah, we're from America." And they'd be like, "Yeah, we know."
We know that.
They'd be like, "What state in America?" Yeah, it's funny. Like you said, like I feel like back home we're not like the loudest people in a room. Like if I'm with my friends or family, I can get a little loud, but it's like I'm not like noticed in a crowd for being like obnoxious or loud. But over there, we were like, just even a normal laugh over there is like obnoxious. Like everyone else is so quiet. So we definitely
You have the best
were
laugh.
loud over there. Yeah, people noticed.
Yeah, whether they wanted to or not, they were there. Well, and we were making each other laugh. It's
true.
Yeah.
Just so joyful. Like I just can imagine just how joyful you all were. And
Yeah, it was a journey.
It was.
Feel like we got so close. I mean, I was close with both of you before, but like nothing brings you together like being constantly together and like going through all these challenges and couldn't have asked for two better pilgrims to walk with.
I feel so like grateful that like I did this with you two, because it's like I can think of like a million people who I love dearly who like we would probably be on each other's like every last nerve. But like I feel like we just handled like situations so like gracefully with each other, and I'm just really grateful that you two, like it was you two. And Sid, I'm grateful that we're like friends now.
Again, our friendship went from 0 to 100. We like kind of knew each other, and then I moved home this winter, and we obviously like hung out prior to plan all of this. But it's like, we hadn't hung out that much, and then we were with each other 100% of the time for 2 weeks. So it was good, though. It went really well. So.
Yeah.
that's amazing.
It's awesome. It was joyful.
And now we have I feel like we have a patron saint in St. James. Like,
sure.
I have to really feel a personal connection to saints to like, I don't know, be able to pray to them fruitfully or like anything like that. And I feel like he's a homie now.
Yeah, he is. Him
that's awesome.
and the man, probably can't be our patron saint because I can't remember who it was, but the saint that was in charge of like knee injuries, because
Saint Roque.
Saint Roque.
Yeah,
He's
Saint
the
Roque.
patron saint of dogs as well.
Oh, shout out Carl.
Shout out Carl.
Carl got dismissed right away. He was too excited that there were
We need to bring him back.
dog lovers here.
Because Saint Roque, we had come across him in one of the cities we stayed in. He's like the patron saint of their town, and I can't remember what town it was, but we read about him in our little booklet we had, and it said he's the patron saint of dogs because he had the plague back in the day. And he credits him living through the plague due to this dog that would come to him daily and lick his wounds and bring him bread. And so he was like a very big dog lover. And so there's all these statues over there of him with dogs around his feet. And it's just really cute. Yeah.
I'll have to look him
he's
up.
also the patron saint of like healing knee
issues.
injuries.
Okay.
So I
Yes,
definitely
yes,
sent a prayer up to him.
yeah.
To which Sid and I,
He was a special friend.
Yeah. Not to call you out, but we both had some knee issues.
we did. We both had some knee issues going into the trip. Paige was our like token two good knees. Yeah. And our goal, another side goal that we had, was to keep her knees healthy the entire
We
life.
said we can't all have an injury on this trip.
2 good knees.
Yeah.
Out of the 3, out of the 6 knees we need to.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Thank you so much for sharing your journey with us. I think so many people are going to just love hearing about this, and just all of the metaphors of like, and the symbolism of the Camino and like life itself is so cool. I think it's like the coolest aspect as an outsider.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm so grateful to hear about this, and I'm so happy you guys made the journey.
Yeah.
Honestly,
joining
dude,
me.
you
Great.
just gave us literally microphones to talk about this for.
So thank you.
You know,
could
we
talk about
really
this
have
forever.
to thank Sydney's mom. She's like, they really
Shout out
like,
Sue.
I was like, yeah, you're right. Like, I do need. You're right.
Shout out
That's
Sue.
perfect.
Thanks, Sue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks, Sue,
This is
and thank
so
you
nice.
for having us.
Yeah,
Really
thank you
good.
so
Absolutely.
much.
Well, we're not done because everybody does have to do a Can You Relate?
Oh, yes.
So
Oh.
I can pause if we need some time.
Okay.
So we do a Can You Relate? Just
think I have
something
one.
that you think people can relate to. So my Can You Relate? I obviously have these like cucumbers that have like taken over the world, and they're almost like I think of them as like mutants, like they're kind of creepy. I've never I guess encountered a cucumber plant, but like the way they like stick out like a little vine, and like they like twine a little like weed or like a little like arm around the other plants, and they just sort of like take over. Like, it's kind of freaky. It reminds me, I don't know what video game it is, but it's like the shell. It must be, maybe it's like Mario Kart, where it's like the shell that opens
The
up,
shell
and there's
plant.
there's like a vine
Yes.
that comes out and like
yeah. The Venus flytrap.
They kind of freak me out a little bit. And then
Okay.
when like
Scary.
when I the cucumbers hide, so then like try to like sift through the leaves. Not in most gardens. It's just because I didn't know that cucumbers did this. Next year, hopefully, it'll be better. So like I have to go searching for them, and then it'll be like, like it'll scare me because it'll be like this like giant cucumber. That, like I just like for real, that like I didn't know it was down there. Like I couldn't like find it, and then when I finally do find it, it's like a foot long, and like the scariest like how did you get there?
I wonder if it's like a protective mechanism for them.
Probably.
Like animals.
Probably, yeah, and me too.
Yeah, it sounds like a
So-
harrowing experience.
Yeah, I'm learning a lot, and I like it, but it does kind of like the cucumber plant kind of freaks me out a little bit. So
Yeah.
I don't know if anybody else thinks
I
that. but-
don't have cucumbers, so I can't relate on that level. But if I were in the same situation as you, I would feel the same exact way.
And honestly, maybe we have
be
Veggie
spooked.
Tales to blame.
True.
But I love Larry the cucumber. He's one of my favorites. He can't find his hairbrush, and he doesn't have hair.
Always.
He's one of the more innocent cucumbers.
That's true. Wasn't there? No, it was the giant pickle, right? Was it a cucumber or the David and Goliath one from VeggieTales? Was Goliath a pickle or was he a cucumber?
I don't know. We only had
No idea.
one VHS of VeggieTales, and
hear you.
that one we just
Yeah.
like ran to the ground. We just watched that over and over and over
Which
again.
one was it?
It was God is bigger.
Something like they probably have a song called that.
It is. There was a song. It was God is bigger than the boogeyman.
Oh yeah,
Oh.
that
Bigger
one.
than gorillas or the monsters on TV.
Oh, God is bigger than the boogeyman, and he's watching out for you and me. Oh yeah, that one's a classic.
Yes. So like we had like the original like one or two.
I hear
So.
you. I hear you.
But I do like I remember David and Goliath though, but I can't remember what vegetables they were. But
He was either a pickle or a cucumber, and if he was a cucumber, that explains it all.
he can't have been. Larry had to be the only cucumber. Like
He's the only one.
there's only one cucumber, and it's Larry.
And it's Larry.
Larry. Silly songs with
Larry.
Larry.
songs.
The part of the show where Larry comes out and sings a silly song. Anyways.
Well, now I have a new appreciation to the cucumbers now that I can relate them to Larry the cucumber.
There you
so.
go.
I love it. Now
Thank
they're
you.
not as scary.
Thank you. They aren't. Yeah, it's just a bunch of Larrys in my yard.
Yeah, they're just as weird cousins.
I have like 8 Larrys on the counter right now. If you look out there, like, I just have
Oh,
so
wow.
many
VeggieTales episode in your kitchen soon.
Yeah,
Although
for real.
it might feel weird when you chop them up.
Eat it. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh no.
That's okay.
Wah, wah.
Womp womp. So for my can you relate, it has to do with getting up in the morning. So I always have the best intentions when it comes to a morning routine, and I've talked with you, Sid, about
Been
this
trying to help her
recently.
with this. Yeah.
But I just kind of realized this summer, like, I don't have a morning routine during the school year, during the summer. It's just like the only thing that's consistent is like putting clothes on, brushing my teeth, and drinking my coffee. But I like desperately want to be a morning person. So this morning I was like, you know what? This podcast is at 10. I'm going to like go on a run. Maybe I'll read my Bible. Maybe I'll read a little book. 7:30 rolls around. My alarm goes off. Shut it off. And I'm like, I think I'll lay in bed for like 15 more minutes. And then I laid in bed for 15 more minutes. And then one more minute went past. And I was like, well, I can't get up now. One more minute has passed.
I've got to wait a whole
Exactly.
nother
So
15
it's
minutes.
like, okay, like I'll wait like 5 more minutes. And like the same thing, I would just wait until the minute went past. And like, I don't know, you guys, like I just struggle with like getting my brain to do the things that I want to do in the morning. So if anyone has any morning routine advice to get me out of bed, or once I'm out of bed to get me to do things other than like sip my coffee and dissociate, please let me know.
That's a good morning
I don't
routine
know
right
if
there.
anyone can relate to that.
Yeah, I definitely can. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a struggle.
Yeah. It happens.
Yeah.
It happens to me too, especially in the summer. I'm like, well,
Oh,
I
yeah,
don't
for sure.
really have to get up or
Exactly.
anything. Like,
But then, like, for school, it's like, man, it'd be nice to, like, sip my coffee not in my car, like, going, speeding down the highway to get to school. But I just can't do it.
yeah,
Maybe one day.
yeah, little by little.
Goals.
Yeah,
Little by little.
Yeah,
Goals.
little by
goals. I really can't think of one, but I am obsessed with a creamer right now, a coffee creamer.
Oh,
so
wow.
Do tell.
if anyone can relate to this, I'm obsessed with Chobani creamers in general. But the flavors this summer, s'mores. And then they came out with one for the 250th birthday of
Oh.
America, and it's called American Blueberry.
Oh,
It's very, very good.
Okay. That
sounds
And
so
I'm
lovely.
obsessed. And yeah.
yeah.
So
Yum.
try it
Now
out.
maybe people could also relate to like, are you getting a little worried that it's gonna go
Well,
away?
so that's my thing.
Yeah.
Because it's like America's 250.
That's scary.
I'm gonna have to stock up on 100 of them.
Yeah, that would be scary.
Buy out the whole Dubuque grocery store system. Yeah, true. I didn't think of that.
You
Sorry.
shouldn't have told everybody. Now
Now they're gonna buy
Yeah.
it.
Actually, it's horrible.
You wouldn't like it. You wouldn't like
They're
it.
out of stock everywhere. Don't bother looking.
Only bad things to say.
Anyway, Chobani, sponsor me.
Okay, my can you relate? Well, I recently moved, which I think I mentioned earlier. So I've been spending a lot of time alone this summer, and I'm wondering if you can relate to talking to yourself. Because I feel like normally during the school year, like I'm just so busy, I'm like hardly ever alone. So now I'm like settling into this like alone time. And I am just talking my own ear off. I'm talking to
I can't stand myself.
seriously, it's like a compulsion. I talk to my plants, like,
Hey, but that's good for them. There are studies about
probably
that.
growing like weeds.
my college friends
Yeah.
made fun of me for that in college.
So Sydney can't relate.
Yeah,
She's talking
Sydney
to
can't
plants.
relate.
Yeah, I'm talking up a storm. I never would have known this about myself without this extended alone time. But I'm hoping other people can relate, or maybe
Yeah.
there's something wrong because
There's nothing wrong.
definitely.
Totally
I
can't
just
relate.
happen to have a dog, so like it
You
feels
can
like
talk
I'm
to
talking to a dog actually.
For
So not
Or
myself.
Larry the cucumber.
Or
Larry the cucumber.
I start talking to my cucumbers now. That's funny. Well, thank you so much, everyone,
Thanks,
for
Katie.
joining me.
Thank you.
This was so fun.
It was so
And
it was so
really uplifting. I've never sat in this chair before. You guys don't know this, but
wow.
this is Father Andy's chair. And I just felt like I wanted to like check things out. I know why he gets distracted by the windows now. Because like you really can't like you really are just like, oh wow, I've got a great view of like.
Wait, so what chair did you normally sit in?
I usually sit in Paige's chair, but I will say like
holy ground.
I think I'm stealing this spot.
you should. Also, shout out Father Andy.
Shout out Father Andy. We love you.
Father Andy. We miss you. We love you. We hope you're. I saw a picture. He was like doing confessions in the woods or something.
Oh my
So
gosh.
I love that for him.
Wow.
Yeah. So crazy.
Love that.
Yeah. So, and then a little programming update from me. I am taking my Iowa State Fair / beginning of the school year break. So, we will be back with a new episode on September 10th. So it'll be a little bit of a break for me, but I really need to catch my breath when it comes to the beginning of the school year. So,
As you should. You should.
So this is actually the last episode of season 2.
We were the first season finale.
Yes, the grand finale. And I think I saved the best for last.
Stop.
Keep going.
So thank you for joining us. Thank you for listening for all through season 1, season 2, and we are very excited for season 3 to see what the Lord has in store for us. So as always, we are praying for you, and we will catch you in September. Bye.
Bye.